Hey there. Hope you're having a fantastic week. I had a couple of interesting things happen serendipitously last week, and I thought I'd share them with you. So, the first was I was listening to a podcast. My friend Brad Sugars was doing a podcast, and he had a guest on there named Alan Mills. And I've always heard that cash is king, and I've always believed it in my own business, and paying attention to cash flow is the thing. He had a better way of saying it. I'm going to share it with you, and it is sales or revenues is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash flow is king. And then I was talking to a prospect a couple of days later, and it just turns out it is a great example of how this can work. So let me take you through the scenario and let me take you through how I believe it should be handled. So this prospect has a good, solid, it's kind of a home services business. He's had it for 3 years. He's grown sales. So sales are growing. Profits are essentially flat, next to nothing. And cash is tight. And he's been focused on growing sales, thinking that growing more sales is the key to the answer. But if you go back to sales, it's vanity, and you hear it all the time in sales that, I've got a $3 million company, I've got a $100 million, whatever it is. They don't talk about the profit. They don't talk about the cash flow. They don't talk about the things that it actually takes to run the business. So what was this causing for him? Sales growing, investing a lot in marketing, sales growing, profit staying flat, and cash flow tight. Cash was tight for him. He was getting his bills paid. He wasn't behind on really anything, but it was always tight. What was it causing? He was always chasing money. He's 100% reactive. And the impact that it's having on him is he's getting frustrated. He's burned out. He's working hard and he's just not seeing the results. It's just tearing him up. And, if you've ever been in business, you've been there. So, what obviously he'd like to see is to be able to turn around, to become 100% proactive, to take a look at things. So, what needs to change? What needs to change? Well, number one, he needs to stop chasing sales for a while. Not that he shouldn't be selling at a high rate, but we need to sell profitably. So the first thing is we need to take a look at his profit margins, which is what we suggested that we do. But the main thing is to get the cash flow straight first. So cash is king. Cash is like blood in a company. No blood, no living. So first thing is to look at all the cash flow strategies. How do we collect money earlier? Maybe how do we pay them a day or two later? How can we collect more? Get the cash flow straightened out. Can you get deposits? He was home service businesses. Can he get deposits on his commercial accounts like he gets on residential accounts? So there's a number of cash flow strategies. Then we got to look at profitability, because there's no use in selling more if we're not making any money. All you'll do is put yourself out of business faster. So he wasn't going to cross over any magic line and automatically start making money. We had to make a higher margin to begin with. So we have over 300 strategies on how to make more money. So starting with margins, looking at conversion rate, looking at average ticket, all the kind of things that we would look at. So here's the deal. Number one, look at your cash flow, get that straightened out. Number two, look at your profit strategies second, and then start looking at your sales strategies, which is going to be leads and conversion, right? And that's the order that he needs to do it in, and that's the order that you need to look at your business. And even if you're super successful, look at your cash flow strategies first, look at your profit-making strategy second, then go get some more sales. So I hope this has been useful. It was a lot of fun talking to him, and he's going to do well. He's going to get it straightened out, and you can too. If you'd like to know more about how we would do it, essentially what he needs to do is take a couple of days out of the business and decide the priorities on the strategies he needs to do to take it to the next level. We do that with something called Planning Club, where you get a plan. It's a fun way to do it. It's not boring. It is not hard. It is not it's fun. And so if you'd like to know more about that, reach out to me. I'd love to have a chat with you. And until next time, all the best.